My name is Sebastian de Boers with Panoptic Bio, and today I have one question. Are we prepared for the next pandemic? The next pandemic is not an if, it's a when. Pandemics at a COVID scale already have an annual probability of 2%. And at Panoptic, we asked a simple question. If that pandemic began tomorrow or was detected tomorrow, would today's clinical trials deliver vaccines and therapeutics within the first 100 days? And to find out the answer, we analyzed 18 active or recruiting private sector clinical trials across the 5 highest risk viral families. We used Panoptic Bio's clinical trial intelligence and benchmarked the analysis against hundreds of thousands of historical studies. And here's what we found. We found that while most individual clinical trials look strong and their probabilities of success were at and sometimes also above the historical averages, the problem with humanity's clinical trial pipeline is not just having a good trial, but it's the redundancy of the pipeline. And that's the problem, and that's what we found. By that we mean that those families with the highest potential impact of creating a catastrophic global pandemic actually have the thinnest late-stage pipelines. We're quite prepared for the next COVID if it is a coronavirus. We're not well prepared, for example, if the next COVID scale pandemic came from a filovirus. We're fragile and remain unprotected in several viral families other than coronaviruses and influenza. And our finding is that the overall pandemic readiness from an R&D standpoint for humanity scores only a 4 out of 10, making us highly vulnerable. And that's not just a failure of science. That's a failure of portfolio, prioritization, and capital allocation to clinical trials. And that's still fixable.